39 and 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Right? Let's read up a little bit. No, that makes the point. I don't want to get into all of that. So when I was doing a little searching for that scripture, I also found this in the NIV for Genesis 3 and 6. When we went into that, it said, when the woman saw that the fruit of the tree, the tree of knowledge, the tree of good and evil, was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. You see? So that right there is telling you, this woman, a temptation to her is wisdom. This is why she's always prying into the man's. That's why the scriptures just said that her mind is snares and nets, man. She's constantly trying to get wisdom. She's always trying to get over you. She's trying to usurp the authority of a man. It's almost like her MO. Especially in this place, man. And this devil is constantly feeding her temptations, man. Yeah, you could do it, girl. You could, you all this shit, man. Which is really killing her at the same time, man. You see all these so-called black women ain't got no man. That shit's fucked up, bro. I mean, for them, but it's judgment though, man. A lot of these women gonna be judged, man. They're gonna be when Isaiah 4 and 1 come, they're gonna be put on the back burner, man. They're gonna be tossed to the wayside. They're not gonna make the cut. Continue on. All these women that are propped up, they're weak to the one in power, man. The so-called white man. A lot of people, you speak about the so-called white man to the so-called black woman, saying so-called because these are, white and black, they're just colors. We're talking about the Israelite woman and the Edomite man. You speak to the Israelite woman about the Edomite man, and what's she gonna say? She gonna say, yeah, oh yeah. She gonna agree with you all day. But when it comes to when the rubber meets the road, when the rent needs to get paid, when it's time to, she's really about that money, man. Your woman shall be a harlot in the city, and that's a harlot in every kind of way, man. Not just sexually, but she just gets down with the power, man, with the money. Right, and let's go ahead and grab that scripture real quick, man, because when it speaks about your woman being a harlot in the city, it's talking about a real harlot. So I kind of went off a little bit there, because when this scripture is speaking, Amos 7 and 17, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and daughters shall fall by the sword, and our children get slain every day by this devil, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. That polluted land, America, Babylon the Great. That city, America, Babylon the Great. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Right, we're in slavery, man. A lot of our people are bitten by took that devil juice, man, and they really think that they got some kind of, as the scripture says, some kind of continuing city in this place, man. IUIC just got land. It's a pipe dream, bro. Continue on. whoever's got the money, and we know who got the money. I mean, his face is all over the money, right? Esau, even the so-called white man, right? So she gonna get that money, especially that Israelite woman, that so-called black woman, and ultimately she'll sell your ass out for that cash, bro, because she's weak. She's not gonna stand. Most women, all right, there are elect women, but most women gonna sell out. You know, they're gonna strive for that comfort, man. They don't want to. They don't want to be struggling. You know, and that's this world has conditioned these women to be that way, especially the westernized woman. Yeah, because the woman's supposed to be under her man. Her man's supposed to take care of her. She's supposed to be a keeper of the house, man. Let's grab that, man. She's a keeper of the house. All right, which is what they don't want to do. They don't want to be a keeper of the home. They don't want to be a keeper of the home, man. All right, this is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they being behaviors becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Right? Our aged women are crazy, man. Crazy ass baby mamas and baby great grandmamas. All right. This is verse 4, Titus 2 and verse 4, that they may teach the young men, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Yeah. You know, our women don't love their children, man. Scriptures speak about that. You know, like an ostrich, they forget how it goes. I had to grab it. It says verse 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good. I mean, it just says good. Just be good. Just be a good woman, man. Be good. Be sweet. I remember what Andre 3000 said. What'd he say? I just want a sweet bitch. I just want a sweet bitch. You know, in one of his songs. You know. I get it. I get it, man. I just want a sweet woman, man. But as the saying go, man, Jody got your girl, man. Jody being Esau, the so-called white woman. I mean, Esau, might as well. He's a effeminate devil. But Esau, the so-called white man. All right? It says, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. All right? So, yes, it's just the scriptures continuously speak about the order of things, man. Because you fall out of order, man, it's just death. Let's continue. All right. So, just be careful at all times, man. And as the scriptures say in the book of Genesis, the woman was deceived first, but then the man went off by listening to the woman over the Most High. Most High said, "Don't eat of that fruit. Don't drink of that philosophy, man. You know, the tree of good and evil being a philosophy that serpent, which was a man in the garden, you know, going to this, you know, the so-called white man deceived the woman with, you know, that philosophy, and she took it back to Adam and basically, you know, whispered sweet nothings in his ear, and he did eat. Right. So, that's the whole point of this lesson, man. Be careful about listening to these women. We always say it, um, because they're not here to really help you like that, man. They help themselves, man. The order in the scriptures, man. You have the Most High, which is Yahweh, and you have His only begotten Son, who we have to go through in order ultimately be saved, and who we worship and pray to, in order to have our prayers heard by the Most High. All right, He's our adversary, Yahweh Shah. Salaki, that was a slip of the tongue. He's our advocate, is what I was looking for. Yahweh Shai is our advocate. He's our go-between. He's our voice to Yahweh, man. Is why we are to worship Him. We speak of order, man. Let me grab that, man. Let me grab that. Sit here talking. Let me grab that, man. The divine order. All right. The divine order. All right. That the Lord set up, man, in order for things to flourish, man. How did it go? It's in 1 Corinthians. How does it go? 1 Corinthians. There it is. Okay, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach. All right, and it's talking about the Israelite man. All right, we're talking about the order here. So it's starting out with the man, the Israelite man. The head of every man is, says here Christ, but it's Mashiach, or the anointed, which is Yahweh Shai, which means He is salvation. He delivers. All right. And the head of the woman is the man. All right. All right. And the head of Mashiach, or Yahweh Shai, is Yahweh. So top down, it goes Yahweh, then Yahweh Shai, the Israelite man, and then the women and the children. And that's how it goes, man. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. Meaning He is salvation. He is the deliverer. Yahweh Shai. All right. So the order, again, Yahweh at the top, Yahweh Shai. Then you got the Israelite man. Then you got the Israelite woman and children, man. So you got to keep that order in mind when talking about when dealing with these women, man. You can take advice, but then you have to filter it through the scriptures. What does the Lord say ultimately? All right. What does the Lord say ultimately? Because that's what we worship. You got to stay in order. But anyways. Yeah, you got to stay in order, man. That's the point, man. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach you well, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.